Good morning, good morning. It is 6:30 a.m. I've had a really hard night. Last night I took my pills and all the pills. And it doesn't normally upset my stomach like that, but I got super ill. And then this morning I woke up and sat here for a minute. I'm pretty sick again. So it's been a long night. I shall overcome. But I haven't had nausea and vomiting and stuff like that at all, really. So a little bit, not the end of the world. No, we worked yesterday at the garden at the nursery. Loved it. Absolutely satisfied. I haven't worked in a year since we were at the campground. Campground managers. Brian and I were campground managers in the National Forest. We were let go when I was diagnosed as stage 4 cancer, so that was kind of a bummer. There was lots of conflict right there at the end. They just wanted to get rid of us. They didn't want that. I don't know. Anyway, what I tell you what happened. They fired me because I had cancer, and I called them out on it. I said I bluffed. I would never sue anybody. I don't have the resources, the time, or the intention. But I was feeling froggy one morning, and I called them up and I said, "Look, you guys have discriminated against me terribly. I'm really sick, and I don't have time to sue you, but I do have time to go play. And if you buy me an electric bike, I won't sue you for discrimination." Just playing poker, thought, maybe. Well, guess who has 2 brand new e-bikes? That'd be me and Brian, because he was also let go. So, I told them I'd sign an NDA and all kinds of stuff, but they didn't want to do that because I think it admits guilt. So we still sue them. Ha ha. I'm not gonna sue them. But so I am grateful to have had an experience outdoors, working with plants and in nature. It suits me, and I'm super excited because I consider this a lovely learning opportunity. I'm fascinated with native species plants and flowering things, and that's what she's got. And she's also got blueberries, so I don't know if we can stick around this job long enough until it's delicious, but I feel like this job is going to be very delicious if it works out. I hope it does. I really dig what we're doing. It's super perfect. I hope my health can keep up. I feel great after getting sick. And we do take our house with us when we go, motorhome. So if something happens and I'm not doing great, not a problem. I can go into the house. I'd be in the same amenities and comfort zone as if I was anywhere else, and Brian could keep working. So it works out really well. And I really like this lady's energy. She's not excessively up your butt about micromanaging, and I genuinely am a hard worker and try as hard as I can and feel like I'm a thorough good worker with conscientious work ethics. So I like not being micromanaged because I know that I can be trusted and left unattended. Grateful that was the opportunity that I got to have. So I am very happy about that. What else is going on? Clay. Yesterday I made an impression of red flowering currant, which I looked up is about 6 to 10 foot bush tall, and it gets about maybe 12, maybe it was 10 to 20 feet tall and 6 to 10 feet wide, so it's more of a rectangle, long, taller, as opposed to round. And it looks like these instead of like these. So yeah, we got these and not these. So it's a round flowering, red flowering currant. So on my lunch break, I took one of the blooms and I made a stamp. And it came out decent, actually. I've got to work on my being level in depth for consistency because it makes a better stamp. But so this is the mold to make the stamp to preserve spring. And I'm going to try and make coasters. Well, you can really see the... Oh. Well, I put a couple of leaves deep. I don't know if you can see that or not. But, right there, that leaf has more of an impression than this. Oh, my fingernails are dirty. Yuck. And so I think it's going to have a nice little texture detail. God, it's hard to see. And if you're looking on a little phone, you probably can't see it all. And if you're watching on a giant TV, like Mama Nancy, you might be able to see all the details. I'm not real sure. So I did that. The rest of the things are drying. So then what I did was I saw a video on how to paint the raised letters. Like, I'm getting this as a first effort. Okay, way terrible. Too dark. And then I lightened up the paint and tried to highlight the letters. Not good. Basil, Roma. So then I thought different colors and a paint pen. And it says peas. We're a mirror image. And they're really, like I said, I'd tell my kid that was a good job, and then I'd think, ugh. So anyway, what I did was I watered down the acrylic paint and then tapped it. I should have made a video. And I think I need a better paintbrush. I think that is a big part of my problem as well. So I tapped it down into the letters, watered down, and it really did what she said. And this was just one coat of paint. So I'm going to lighten up the paint dramatically. Put the same paint with a bunch of white on it. Or just put white with a drop of the paint in it. Lighten it up. And then do another coat. That is not bad. It's not the worst. If my edges were sharper, which Brian says we could fix with a little sanding, I think that they would be decent. So you can see that it says kale. And you can see my little leaf stamp. I need to get more paint to rest in the recesses. And I need to work on the depth of my stamp. And so I like the white. Oh, wait. I did one with white and green. I like the white and green a lot. And I like the little hanger with the hole in the top. I also really like this kind. Snap pea. Where it's like a little hanger sign. I like them a lot more than the garden stake. I think. As far as making them and coming out with a square. I think I could find a square cookie cutter or a rectangle shape to use as a stamp and give myself uniform. Not all the words are the same size or length. So that actually, upon reflection, real quick, might not work. I don't know. So anyway, I've got the 3 shapes. And then, so what I'm doing is I'm making all 3 shapes on 2 pieces of each, with each plant name that I'm doing. And I have a heck of a list I made. I don't know where my list is. It's Brian's notebook. So that means when I put stuff away, I give Brian my notebook. How can you tell, you say? Well, it's the content. Number 1, the first page of mine has the picture of a fairy door. So, now, are there notes? Are there things? You know there's notes and things. Jokes. I did write them up. Oh, there they are. Not that you can read that list or understand it, but those are the varieties and the names of the things that I plan on making stamps out of. And coasters. So, God, just pouring rain. Every day that'll work, I'm going to make an impression of another plant or 2. I'm going to break down and buy some more clay. I bought 2 pounds. It's getting pretty low. I haven't made very many things. And that's all that's left of a 2-pound ball. So, but I've been making all these molds and stuff. And working with it and figuring it out. I think it's going to pay off. But you can't exactly start selling something you've never made before, used, or touched. And you can't sell something that looks like a charity should be running for kindergartners products. So, I want them to look like something that people want. And I'm working on it. I think my paintbrush quality is mediocre. And so, after we get paid on the 1st or work a few more days, I'm going to splurge and put $2 or $3 in on a paintbrush. I think that would be a good financial call. And I guess that's about it. I'm going to grab some more clay and a paintbrush and boo. Make this all happen. I guess that's about it. I'm trying to get all these. I don't know why I'm trying to stack all these on one tray. I have more trays. It's like something in my head wants to stack them tight. I like the way these look. This is not bad. Peas. Some paintbrush quality. I'm sealing everything with Gorilla Glue, wood glue, because that's what I had. And everybody on the internet, on the videos, are sealing their products with a product called Gesso. Gesso. I don't know how much it costs. So, a new little paintbrush that's not trash. Some gesso. A lump of clay. And I think I have all the paints and the sealer and stuff. And maybe some cookie cutters. So I still want to spend money on this project. It's not that much. I am working to earn it. And I feel like it's a potential resale value. And it keeps me occupied. Even though I have this little part-time job, it's not full-time year-round. And I want to go to Quartzsite this winter, to the desert. And I'd like to have a booth or some products that I sell to supplement our income. Oh wow, my neck looks really good compared. Brian wasn't kidding. He said yesterday my neck went down so much while we were working. I think it is. I only see like 2 chins. I don't see 2.5 or 3 or 4. Ooh, listen to them chins, girl. So, I will make it up. Oh, this. It's still got that red stripe across the top. But it feels so much better. I think it's healed up. And that just maybe. I posted in a social media group that I'm in. And a lady said that her port took forever to heal. One lady said it hurt forever until they took it out. And, I mean, there's all these different feedbacks. But apparently it does take a while, and blood clots take a long time to shrink as well. And mine was so big, it was cutting off 50% of my blood flow on both sides. So I think maybe it just takes time. I'm being careful. I didn't feel dizzy at all or anything working, so it's all good. I can hear the rain pouring. We might be transplanting in a greenhouse today. I was enjoying the weeding, but it's good to do other stuff too. Transplanting's super dirty work, but the weeding is actually less dirty than transplanting. And I hear Brian grumbling. I think he's about to get out of bed. So I'm going to stop this video so he can come out of the bedroom. And you guys have a wonderful day.